Tough day.
After the movie, I found myself obsessing over your character's backstory a little bit. I don't know if this is healthy or not, and how she got her position at the R.I.P.D. So we see Ryan Reynolds, he gets scooped up from ascending to the great beyond, and then poof, you're going to be a ghost cop. There you go, in the afterlife. Do you think that Proctor also got scooped up at that funnel of dead souls or whatever, and like, you're going to be a sergeant?
Yeah, she was, you know, wildly imperfect and flawed during life, and Robert and I had a lot of fun coming up with her backstory, and I had this whole elaborate thing about how she was a couch thief. She stole leather couches, which at the time really made sense and made us laugh. I don't really remember why or what it meant or stood for, but at the time it was, you know, wildly important and
I totally got that from the movie. Absolutely got that from the movie.
I'm sure it came across.
I want to talk about her costume also, between the mini dress and the go-go boots. And I understand that you had a fair amount of input into what Proctor wore, right? Well,
I went a lot of different ways with her, and I at one point had this like Wild West woman from the 1880s, and it didn't really quite work. And then I found this picture of this forest ranger from 1968, I think, and it just felt really right. Again, for many reasons, none of which I remember now at all. And I sent it to Robert, and I said, I think this is her, and he really liked it, and we found a sort of modern version of that. I was really happy with my choice, which you kind of have to be because you get one outfit when you're dead.
At the center of R.I.P.D, of course, are your two deceased lawmen characters, Nick, who's a hotshot present-day detective, Roy Pulsifer, who is this amazing hybrid of a Rooster Cogburn and the Dude. Were these characters fully formed by the time you saw them in the script, or did you each get to tweak them a little bit to suit your personalities?
We got some
tweaking there. We took what was it, a week or was it 2 weeks? We sat and tweaked.
We had about 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, that was
that's
kind of the fun part. You know, you just kind of explore and think, what if I do this and you do that?
Yeah.
You know, we messed around.
Yeah, the rehearsal process was great. It also gave us a chance to just really hang out and get to know each other. And you know, chemistry is like, I don't believe it's something you can invent. It's there, it's not, you know, so thankfully it was there for the moment we met.
Jeff, fans of your music in Crazy Heart will be happy to know that you both sing and play a pretty formidable squeeze box.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's an original tune that you wrote with T-Bone?
Yeah.
Was that in the script originally, or was it like,
no,
you know what we're gonna do?
I think Robert Schwenke came up with this idea. He says, what if you sing? You know, magically, have this old squeeze box and you start to sing. First I said, oh, I don't know. And then I started thinking about it. I said, yeah, my buddy T-Bone, we can write this tune together. So we did and presented it to him. And also Phil Hay and Matt Manfredi also chipped in too, but we had a good time with it.
As people who have seen the R.I.P.D trailer know, the living CU2, of course, represented as Avatar is played by character actor James Hong and supermodel Marissa Miller. How closely did you, or did they, I guess, have to match movements or blocking of the other duo? Was that ever an issue? Like, you're playing it for comedy a few times where you're kind of working your feminine wiles too.
I tried to convince Robert that, I like to wear makeup. We could actually make me up like a very attractive woman. And he said, no, that idea just didn't fly with him. So we got Marissa, and I think he probably was a good choice.
I personally would love to see you dressed up as a hussy.
Well.
I'm okay. Nothing to see. Gotta go.